Hello, dear friends. Sorry that I have not been available for some time now. Work has been so hectic for me for the few days. Please do pardon me. Now, I would like to play a voice recording for everyone to listen to. I would like for you to remain calm and have an open mind and listen to this voice recording. It will help you a lot to make a clear reasoning out of whatever you are going to hear in this voice recording. It is of great importance that you listen to the end and also share widely to others to hear the truth. Remember, this media is not for saga. This media is not for propaganda. This media is for the truth and nothing but the truth. Let's go.
Yeah. This is Operation Udo Gachia. Ndawoputawo abia oge nkele ale recruit by Osaro Dokubo. The moment Bonku Hasare oge nkele na success. Na Asare Dokubo. That one gallant man mele meet with Asare. I don't want to bring Barono so that na. I want Bonku that na Asare Dokubo. Oge nkele wala kweje recruit akwụkwọ Biafran distance signed by Obato Ejime recruitment. Yes, I Dokubo or a recruit to them marry by in the effect for Biafran destiny. On that, Weaver, Soludo Poputageta, share everywhere in Anambra State.
Now, for avoidance of doubt, this is a voice recording between Ngozi Orabueze, Adadi Orama, and one other woman, I've forgotten her name. The three of them had this private conversation, and I want you to carefully listen to what they are going to say and just oppose it with what they say online in the presence of every other person. Judge what they say online and judge what they say when they are in private. Now, listen.
That way Operation Udo guys. I don't make you do mass by name Buchasi.
Propaganda salute. They don't even know what is coming. I'm a propaganda. I'm a recruit. They show you now. They can't show them they recruit. All just to put fear on the people. So I'm the now. Don't worry about that shit. And whenever they don't even know what is coming. They do not know what is coming. He has alluded to more propaganda and tactics. You move or the car or when Hannah be a nectar.
Oh, the center, I'm a
and recruit to say, I just said at their point of truth.
Now, they were accusing Ogenkere that he was responsible for the men that Soludo brought out as Udogachi, that is buying Biafrans in Biafra land. So in their secret gossip, they are claiming that it was Ogenkere who was responsible for providing those men. You can imagine that lie. And they went ahead to discuss further about them. But there's something striking I want you to have at the back of your mind. When they said that Ogenkere was working with the governors and then he was the one that provided those men to the governor, Ngozi Orabueze said something. She said, Ki manka e mankozo, which simply translates to, as you are aware of this particular scenario, are you aware of the other scenarios that may be taking place? Have this at the back of your mind. That means she knows more and she has more. Perhaps she has more connection with, Nigerian politicians. And that is what she is claiming here. But let us continue to listen to her.
Okay, Kere. Plan on Yana Nigerian government, Madam Azoka, my Gaddafi has plan or okay, it was. Oh my God, on ground. I'm not a meeting there every day. I'm in a meeting with angels on ground, 20, 30, 40 at the same time. And I hear their report. Their happiness with that now they can and ask mommy, thank you for saving our life. Now when now they can during this year we have transition phase. Now when now again now they can never innocent people. Oh my God, the innocent just because they're talking about the when I get happiness, majority of them say, mommy, thank you that now. Yeah, but I didn't have the kind of them. I know because of what I did. Proactively, I want to go the whole Biafra from day one. No, yeah, on ground. Maybe my Butuzor, and don't you know, and did so yeah, but our AG way unleash on the innocent or worker. That is the happiness today, and I'm very, very happy. We succeeded in breaking and drawing that line between Ndi Ochua and Omwaka that are happily coming out to work for United States of Biafra.
Now continue to listen to this Sabotage. She first of all accused Ogenkere of working with Madam Azuka, with Gaddafi, and with this one in the creek. What is his name again? Asari Dokubo. And then she went ahead to say that she is communicating with the Biafra Liberation Army, the men on the ground, that she has meetings with them, 30, 40, 50 of them every day. Do you understand? But yet, she went ahead to still accuse Igwe Butuzor and saying that Igwe Butuzor does not want to work with her and the government. Now, I want you to open your eyes. In private, she is saying Igwe Butuzor does not want to work with her. But in public, she will come and announce to you that Igwe Butuzor and all the men of the Biafra Defense Forces are with her, are working with her. But in the private, she would confess the truth. Let us continue to listen. Just continue to listen.
So that did not happen. And for that not to happen, we did excellently well. There is something that we did that did not happen during Nnamdi Kanu's time. That was why during Nnamdi Kanu's time, many innocent lives were lost by Ndi Nobile before. Mana, in this time, they always tell me it did not happen like in Nnamdi Kanu, because most of them were there during Nnamdi Kanu. So they know what happened that time and they know what is happening now. So now I think we did great. We stabilized Biafra land. It will only get better. But that killing now can get a plan with Indochie, with Sani Akparawa and they plan evil. They could not do it in homeland because Omaka, the lawyer to Odogu, refused to follow direction of Butuzor. They refused to follow anything because we decentralized the military.
Now, in private, have you seen how she refers to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Just Nnamdi Kanu. But when she comes in public, she would adorn him with praises and worship. But here, in private, she is even conceding to the argument or to the, propaganda that during Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's time, they buy them. Yeah, we know, but it wasn't the problem of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It was the people who have sabotaged him. And currently today, this woman is doing the same thing. But then she is here claiming that she saved the men. But then we are going to hear more, because I just posted at that point where she said decentralized. She decentralized the army. I want you to listen carefully to what she is going to talk about the decentralization of the Biafra Defense Forces. Listen carefully, and I'm going to explain to you how Mazi Simon Eba has organized the military before he went into captivity. But then, you want to ask yourself, is this woman wiser in military activity than Mazi Simon Ekpa? Is she wiser that she wants to now change the template of the PM? Is she more experienced in military combat and military activities than the PM Mazi Simon Ekpa, who is a military personnel? Let us continue to listen.
This decentralization, and we keep announcing it. Only Abu commander in one state with equal power with the other commander. Because you see, they know so.
Good. Now this is where she plotted and talked about her evil plots against Igwe Butuzor, because she wanted to destroy everything that Mazi Simon Ekpa has placed. She said if Igwe Butuzor should move from one state to the other, that any state he enters, the commanders of that state will that means they are going to buy him. That if he moves from one state, his location, to another state, that they are going to buy him. Have you asked yourself why? Is it that there will be no coordination within the Biafran military? That any Biafran military personnel that moves from one state to another, the people in the other state will buy their own member of the Biafra Defense Forces? Have you seen her own ideology about decentralization of the Biafra Defense Forces? But I want to tell you something. Do you know that decentralization has already been in place for a long time under Mazi Simon Ekpa? Let me explain this to you. Do you know that Mazi Simon Ekpa has commanders in various states? And then there is a general commander that coordinates activities and actions within all those states and get information of what is happening within states. And then I want to remind you of something. Sometimes when the Zoo military goes to one state and try to pressure and overpressure them with heavy machinery and all, they will connect to Igwe Butuzor to tell him this is what they are passing through and this is what they can hold on for. This is how long they can hold these people on. And Igwe Butuzor will say, okay, we are sending backup to you. This is where the backup will come from. This is how they will come. This is where they will come. And then the backup will go to those people and they will defeat the Zoo military. And that is how they have been coordinating activities. And if you see any well-organized military, they always have a central command. And then they will have an, independent command, different areas, so that they can harness and organize their operations such that if any group has serious challenges that they can't, or challenges that overwhelm them, they will call for backup and help from other areas. And that was how the PM organized this military. It looks centralized, but in practice it is decentralized. They take their own commands, they have their own commanders, they act when things come up, but when they need backup, they inform the general commander that they need backup, and backup comes to them immediately. But what did this woman want to do? That person that is so dear to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Simon Ekpa, being Igwe Butuzor, it is the same person that this woman is saying once he trespasses to another place, they are going to buy him. But when she comes to public, she is going to tell you how wonderful and how peaceful she has been with Igwe Butuzor and how Igwe Butuzor is now working with her. But in the hidden places, she's acknowledging the fact that she is not in good terms with Igwe Butuzor and that she wants to buy Igwe Butuzor. Have you seen why I continue to tell people that I have made research on what is happening, and that most people supporting Ngozi Orabueze are completely brainwashed, or that they are benefiting something huge that they don't want to lose? You will not understand. You will not understand. But I hope some of these things will open your eyes a little to what you need to know. Let us continue.
So that is exactly how we've been able to save lives.
Butuzor, okwa anyenye ego.
I don't know any Jejuaya. We are a government. Abuna Butuzor need from day one. Immediately, Odogunye command. I reach out to all of them. So John Butuzor say, have you reached out to COS? Muna Butuzor Google man, we ain't not able anybody. So Butuzor no, and I'm not gonna worry him. Like I keep telling people, the time Muna Butuzor Kuru, I see him as a very nice boy, very respectful individual. That we remain the same. That is why you must leave that person. Let them make their decision. I'm not here, but no, they must honor. They will come to me because I was with the government. And many have strong back. Many were working on ground. You know you have to do. Actually, if you work on a day every day, so I'm going to work on the each other with you. So no, we do somewhere instruction. I will do when you for surrogate. You are with the information. Or that's saying or no. Oh, but those are where the power lies. I'm on your dog the power. That's why.
Now you see that Adadiorama was concerned. She wasn't particularly happy with what she's hearing about what this woman is saying and how she is saying that if Igwe Butuzor should move to one state to the other, they are going to buy him. And then she asked, but I hope they are giving Butuzor money. And you could hear the response of this woman. She wants to give Butuzor instruction on what to do, how to do it, and how to carry out activities on the ground. And these men are telling you that they already have plans. They have already finalized their plans with the PM on what to do, that the PM has already given them things to do and what to do. All they need is the finances. Just give them the finances and let them do what PM has directed them to do. This woman rejected that they are going to come and beg her for money before she can give them money. You could imagine when people are telling you that this woman is telling the men to come and bow to her before they can get money. You think it's a lie, but you are confirming it from her secret call with the in-house member, people she thinks she is working with. Truth alone can save you if you don't reason fine and see the deception in the public and see through those deceptions that have been pushed to you in the public. You may not get yourself. And in the end, you may be disappointed with yourself and your choices, because these people are doing evil. If you look deep, you are going to understand all their gimmicks. But let's continue to listen to her.
And it's not. That's one. It's not with them. So, Commander Butuzor is the one that guy, and I don't care. I am not interested. Now we have decentralized Biafran army. So, Commander owner with their power, and can nature their state. Can equip for 247. So, I don't.
Now you see where I continue to tell our people that you must open your eyes. She has said that she has decentralized the army, and every commander that they are providing them with everything that they need to work and to defend their state. I ask again, what happened in Enugu? Why didn't your army defend the people of Ehamofe in Enugu? Why was it the army of Commander Butuzor and his men that went to defend Ehamofe? Why is it that it is Commander Butuzor and his men that are currently sacking all the zoo military in Enugu, and they are fighting tirelessly with them and making the place peaceful for our people? Where is your commander in every state? Oh, people, what is the action that you have been doing? All the action that is happening is coming from Butuzor and his men. So where are your men? These people you call your men, where are they? Have you ever seen them post anything? Anything you see posted about the activities of men on ground, it is coming from Commander Butuzor. It is coming from General Butuzor. And there's something this woman continues to confuse her followers with, that she has decentralized and all the commanders have their powers. I want to tell you that even during the time of Mazi Simon Ekpa, that all the commanders have their powers. They take their own decisions on their own when they are faced with any attack. They face it head on, and then they report to the general on what is happening. And if they need backup, the general sends backup. Now, if they are going on special mission, that is what they relay to the general to say, we are going on special mission. Give us a green light to go on this special mission, and then they will say, okay, if this is not going to affect the template of the Biafra government, go ahead and do what you are doing. And that is how they have been functioning under international activity, international law and guidance. But here you have this woman coming to lie to people. But we are going to hear more.
Okay. On the with that information, instruction from Odogu, you must follow that instruction. Butuzor, a good general that has the interest of Biafra at heart. Also, that instruction, he must follow to that instruction, regardless. All they can do and watching and I don't be a follow. As a media person, or that will get instruction. You are genuine. You decide where to go. So when they decide that tomorrow to follow the you can actually. I am not going to talk to anybody. When I genuine Biafra so Odogu, when they see the instruction from Odogu, they followed it. So when I would do so briefly up or more drop a message and what I want, I told him my stand. I'm not going to compromise anything, anybody. Instruction I ain't get open and call God, nobody will touch it. Success was fired, and I'm the reason why.
Now she's saying that they need to listen to her and believe in her leadership. She went ahead to say instruction that she gave, not the instruction that is coming from the PM, but instruction that she gave must stand. This is what Mama Biafra, what is her name, I don't know who, came out to say. She told everyone that this woman does not listen to anybody, and here she is confirming it. She is telling you that she has told the men on ground that this is what she wants, and they must, if they have, these are men who are on the ground, they understand what is happening, they understand the pains they are passing through and how they can navigate through these things. And if they give you an advice on what to do to change these things, and you are saying no, they must follow what you are telling them, then you do not want their good. That is what is happening. But people do not understand. She keeps on calling Ogenkere. I don't know who has come out to say that Ogenkere borrowed $58,000 to the Biafra government when they needed help. And then a time for them to pay back, this woman Orabueze rejected and said no, that he donated the money to Biafra. And that was how her problem or her quarrel with Ogenkere started. And then each time she is calling Ogenkere. And there was a meeting where Mazi Simon Ekpa said he does not want to settle fight because he has added Orabueze to the group, and he told them he doesn't want to separate fight. That is to tell you that he knows her. He knows her. You don't know so many things. Some of you who are following this woman, you don't know so many things. But if your eyes were to be open for you to see, you would be marveled at what you will see. Let's continue listening.
You will suspend this success. So we don't talk about an year for success, and I say that's not going to happen. Or anything only today, as well as protecting Biafra. Let you know. As well as discuss administration, Butuzor is a general. I'm going to with respect for them. Immediately, the instruction on your call there to reach out to me, and immediately that position I Butuzor, nobody will tamper with that. Okay, no one at that position. Anything the United States of Biafra name or stand there as a powerful person, not protecting any.
Now you see another lie. She came online to tell all of you that Butuzor is in her cabinet, that Butuzor is part of the governing members of her cabinet. But in-house, in private, she is here confessing to Adadi Orama and the other lady that if Butuzor had listened to her, that his position would not have been taken away from him, that he would enjoy his position. That is to tell you that she has already demoted him from whatever position he's holding, and possibly has made another person the general commander in Biafra land. And that is why we'll continue to tell you that this woman is working with a Bubago commander known as Caterpillar. But most of you did not listen. You will not listen until it happens to you, until you cry tears that are red before you understand and see the truth. In this video, in this voice recording, she confessed that if Butuzor had listened to her, he wouldn't have lost his position, that he would have maintained his position. But she will come online to tell you that Igwe Butuzor was included in the cabinet, in her new cabinet. That Igwe Butuzor, she is communicating with Igwe Butuzor, and Igwe Butuzor is working with her, but she is planning to buy him, and saying that if he moves to another state, he is going to be buyed. People need to wake up and see the truth for what it is. I don't know why people like sugarcoating things. Say the truth. You see truth staring you in the face. Say it. Of what is your gain when you lie to people and tomorrow everything will turn upon you and turn on your head? Why not tell them the truth today? Whatever happens, whatever it is that you lose, tomorrow you will gain 100% of that thing. I don't care about my views this time around. I care about telling my people the truth. I care about them receiving the concrete truth so that posterity will remember me for good and not for evil. So that when next you hear about this media, you will know that this media stands firm on the truth and nothing but the truth. We will continue to say it as it is. If you care to listen, fine. If you do not care to listen, fine. Whatever is your decision, you are old enough to make your decision. But it is very important and pertinent that you make informed decision, and that is why we are bringing you these informations.
That is what he's supposed to do. Because deputy here will Holy Ghost, all those stupid idiots that I don't even know what they're doing. And
did you see how she called Commander Holy Ghost and the rest stupid idiots? People who have sacrificed their life for the betterment of the people of Biafra. She is calling them stupid idiots. When she comes online, she is going to say a different thing. When she goes offline in private, she is going to rain insult and show how bitter she is against them. Oh, may God open your eyes to see realities for what it is.
He's becoming useless in Biafra history. Why anything? Nothing. I'm going to follow her into line with the government of the United States of Biafra. There's nothing. That the way boy just said, no one know me. So he has a choice.
Umaza suffered a lot. Umaza suffered, they lose a lot.
And then we continue to lose. I don't care.
Now, the spirit of Adadi Orama is telling her that this woman is doing wrong, but she is trying to force herself to remain relevant in that organization, in that group. And she is telling this woman, these young men have suffered a lot, that she cannot just push them away at this time. And Ngozi Orabueze, instead of her to say something reasonable, she's saying she doesn't care. She doesn't care. She is just coming into this Biafra struggle just 2 years old. But these men have been fighting and defending the land of Biafra for many years. She said she doesn't care about how they live and whatever happens to them. That is to tell you the evil intent she has for this man. She doesn't care. But the spirit of Adadi Orama is telling her that this thing is wrong. And that is why she is asking these questions and trying to tell this woman that you need to reconsider your stand and support these men and give them what they want for them to do what they need to do. But she doesn't want to listen. And she will go ahead to cause even more chaos. if you don't open your eyes after this broadcast, I don't know when you want to open your eyes again.
The person is gone. He wrote to Elias. Look at Elias. There were lobbies that was doing so well. He's been relegated to the trash can. Now, ex-wife, was Simon Epa. There was even before. People just see and respect. So I wanna believe, say no, get so I don't care what they've done in the past. Man, once they could go to that decision, and I will call behind. I want the individual. And the Biafrans in Aju, how did Simon Epa have these criminals and idiots around him for over 1 year plus? How did he do this mistake? How? How in the world?
Is one mistake.
How? He is part of the problem, otherwise he is part of the problem, and normal. Every now I'm gonna drop a message in the window to show what he went through. But again, I don't know. I know a sister cheer my idiot can I got around, but they can't come near me. Never.
These people are all I say. It's unbelievable that you could no people should not out of pegodi or by the side. This thing we did, they could not have done it.
Now, these women are shameless to the level that they went ahead to say that Simon Ekpa, it is good that he was arrested and is in custody, that he wouldn't have had the balls to do what they are doing today. Can you imagine that Simon Ekpa will not have the balls to do what they are doing today? Umukoko, these women is telling reasonable people that Simon Ekpa will not have the balls, the courage to do what they are doing today. What are they doing today? Corruption. Yes, it is true. What they have said is true, because Simon Ekpa will not have the balls to do this kind of unbelievable atrocities against the people of Biafra. That is to tell you the level of, sabotage that these women have committed in this struggle. But let's hear them more before we end the program.
Where you stop in media is where everybody more. I've not even started using my connection. I swear to God. I use the network in this struggle. I just can't stabilize good here. Then we're by Nigeria. We're using my network in Nigeria. We're Nigeria. A bit of the one charge. Okay, can I buy a game when the Southeast governors, South governors? When I'm not about federal. When I'm about here, with Biafra, I would have been a minister in Nigeria now. So
now, people of Biafra, Church Abasala, the mass has ended. You have heard the bombshell from her, that she is working with the Nigerian government. She is part of the government, that she has connections in the top area. Not even the governor, that she has connection with the federal government. That if not for this Biafra thing that she is doing, that she would have been a minister in the Nigerian system. That is who is coming to tell you that she wants to bring Biafra. When she exposed herself and said she was talking with a relative of the former governor of Delta State, we told you that something is wrong. For this woman to be willing to give the number of a coordinator in the land, that is to tell you the level of sabotage she has done to the people fighting for Biafra in Biafra land. But none of you opened your eyes to realize now she is saying she has connections, that if not for this Biafra thing, that she would have been a minister in Nigeria. Open your eyes. If you don't see the wrong in all this, then I don't know what can convince you to see otherwise. I wouldn't want to go further. I have heard enough. And for those who are smart enough, they already know the truth. They already have seen the truth. So whatever is your decision, fine and good. Thank you for listening. Kindly share widely, kindly drop your comment and let's know what your thoughts are, and like this particular video. Thank you for listening. It is Biafra First.